Hey everyone, this is Austin from the NERF Firefly Core, and this is NERF Thrifting episode 53. These are all the finds for July 2021. I didn't really get anything like too crazy, but definitely some pretty cool stuff, so I'm pretty excited with this entire haul for the month, so let's get right into it. Starting off small, we have a yellow 6-round magazine and a Super Soaker Tornado Strike stock. Both of these were things that I found without price tags, and I got both of these for $2. Next, we have this Super Soaker XP15. Now, I'm not really sure how rare this is, but I thought that it was really cool. This is from 1995 by Laramie, and it's just a small, tiny little Super Soaker, and I just thought it was really cool. It was $1.50, which is, I'd say, pretty good. Although, I'm actually not really sure it works, though. I did try putting water in this, and unfortunately, I don't think it's actually sealing it very well. But I guess, nevertheless, a cool little collector's item. Next up, we have another Super Soaker. This is the Tidal Torpedo. It's a very simple Super Soaker where you just suck in the water like that and then push it out. I just thought that was pretty neat, and I got this for $3.99. A NERF Zombie Strike Quad Rock. So I got this because this is one of the more recent NERF blasters, and for only $5, I thought this was pretty good because it is in very nice condition. A NERF Fuse Fire. So this is something that I do actually already have, but I got it for a couple reasons. One, it was only $4. That's a pretty good deal. Also, these are just kind of great blasters to have in general, and I kind of feel like that the NERF Fuse Fire is starting to become a little bit more rare. I really don't see these too often when I'm at Goodwill, so I don't know. Do you guys think that this is going to be kind of a new rare blaster? Because it just seems like it's getting more and more scarce. A Midnight Firefly. So I'm actually pretty excited about this because I did not have the Midnight version of the Firefly, but now I do. Now, these aren't really anything too rare, but they are slightly more rare than the standard yellow Firefly, but again, not really anything ridiculously rare or anything. They're not even really rare at all, to be honest. They're just more of an uncommon blaster, but not really rare. Either way, still a pretty cool find for something that I didn't actually have, and I mean, $8.99, not that great of a price, to be honest, and it's also not in the greatest condition. It's pretty scuffed up here and there and stuff, but it does still work. And the light on it still works and everything, so pretty cool. Also, I found this bag that has a ton of Whistler darts in there, 2 6-round magazines, a Vortex Firefly Tech magazine, and I think this was $2 or something, so definitely really worth it. Up next, we have something very rare, the NERF Dart Tag Strike Fighter, or what I'm just gonna call the Dart Tag Night Finder, because it is literally a night finder, but apparently it was actually called the Strike Fighter. But yeah, this is actually a very rare version of the NERF Night Finder. I have the red version. There was also a blue version. And I think they were in a 2-pack as well. So it's unfortunate that I did not actually see the blue version there. I did just find the red version. But either way, it's a rare blaster, so super cool. It's welcome in my collection. However, it is actually missing the battery cover, which really sucks. And you also might notice that it's missing the thing up here, but that's actually just because I have this thing disassembled right now, so as you can see, I can take this right off. And that's because I'm in the middle of restoring this thing, so there were a lot of issues when I found this thing, and I will have a full video on this once I find a normal night finder, but yeah, there are so many issues with this thing, which will be covered in the actual video once I get this thing complete. The thing is that in order to finish restoring this thing, I need to find a normal night finder because I need parts from the normal night finder. So I need some certain parts. I need the lens for the light, because the one that was in this was broken. I also need the screws from it because there were 7 missing screws in this thing, which is crazy. And then I also need the metal piece that has the threads for the screw for the battery cover. So I'm gonna need that as well as the actual battery cover itself. Now, you're probably thinking, well, the normal night finder battery cover is yellow, so that's not really gonna work because you need the red one. And yeah, it is unfortunate that it's not gonna have the red battery cover, but honestly, a normal battery cover is better than having no battery cover, in my opinion. And actually, I think that it's still good because it still does kind of fit because it has the yellow text on there, so it does still kind of match. And finally, I found a clear Vulcan. So when I first found the Vulcan, none of the attachments were actually on it, so I kept digging and looking, and I did find a belt. Now, this is not the clear Vulcan belt. This is actually just a normal Vulcan belt, but either way, it's a Vulcan belt, so I just stuck it right in the Vulcan. But this was not actually the clear Vulcan belt. It was just a normal Vulcan belt, so I still wanted to find one of the parts, right? At least one of the parts of the clear Vulcan, and luckily I did. So there was this one shelf that I actually couldn't reach. It was pretty up high. So I did something pretty smart. I took my phone, and then I like raised it up to the shelf, and like as I was looking at my phone to see what was up there, I spotted a clear Vulcan tripod. It was pretty hard to get to, but I had to like keep jumping up and trying to grab it like as I'm in the air, and finally I did actually get the tripod. So there it is. It's actually pretty nice, in pretty good condition. And hey, I mean that's one of the attachments anyways. It still needs the clear Vulcan box and the actual clear belt, but honestly I'm pretty satisfied. But now came the tricky part. The price. So, on the day that I found this Vulcan, they were actually doing a deal. It was 75% off all toys. So, when I saw the $65 price tag, I wasn't too concerned. I was like, oh, well, I mean, they're 75% off toys, so it should be fine, right? But then I did notice that it actually said it not half. And so then I got worried, because I was like, okay, so then that probably means that they're not going to allow half off of this. Although it was also still confusing because, like, technically speaking, it was 75% off, so it's not half off, so maybe they'd still allow the 75% off, but either way, it was concerning because, like, really, no matter what it means that they won't allow any discounts, so I was pretty concerned. But nevertheless, I brought it up to the front counter to maybe see what they could do for me, and I actually managed to get half off. So instead of paying 65 bucks, I only paid about 32 bucks and 50 cents. Definitely worth it for a clear Vulcan with a tripod and a normal Vulcan belt. But with that being said, that does conclude this episode of NERF Thrifting. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.